Hi, welcome. Happy autumn. And because it's the start of a new season, I thought what wonderful opportunity to provide you with an update on my experience as a digital nomad astrologer thus far. But first, hi, I'm Stacyann astrologer for women who are releasing old ways of being while also embracing a new path forward. And if you are new here, just to give you some background, I became a digital nomad in March of 2022. So about a little over 6 months through this experience, and my first stop was Mexico. And so how was Mexico? Mexico was amazing, amazing. And as someone who's always lived pretty close to Mexico, I'm from California, it's crazy that I have never thought to visit, and that I'm only now realizing the amazingness of Mexico. And during my 6 months there, I was able to visit 5 different cities, and I stuck to mainly major cities because I am running my business as an astrologer and I need reliable Wi-Fi. So I did not get to visit the beautiful beaches of Mexico, but I've heard great things about them. So my experience is based on the cities that I got to experience. What made Mexico so amazing? First, the people, absolutely hands down. I was able to connect with other fellow travelers and locals and got a sense of the culture, the people, and other reasons for traveling to Mexico. The second thing that made Mexico so amazing was the food. Amazing, amazing food for all different kinds of budgets. If you're a foodie, Oaxaca is your place to be. Mexico City is probably your second best choice, but I would have to say I enjoyed my food time in Oaxaca more than I did in Mexico City. But that said, if I ever went back to Mexico to live, I believe I would choose Mexico City. The only downside is the traffic, but those of you who do live in major cities understand that traffic is an issue in most major cities globally. I'm glad that I chose Mexico for that first initial city into this new lifestyle, because of all the great cultural things, all the great people, but it also was a soft, gentle landing place for me as someone who is an experienced traveler, someone who knows Spanish and have lived in another Latin American country for an extensive period. So all of that made the experience for me a great one. Now you're probably asking, where are you now? I'm now in the beautiful, beautiful country of Colombia, and specifically the city of Medellin. And I decided to come here to Medellin because I did hear it was a major digital nomad hub. I'm at the point in my digital nomad experience where I am looking to connect with more digital nomads in person. I have wonderful community of digital nomads online, virtually. But I have yet to really connect in with that community of other fellow travelers and workers. And I'm hoping to experience that more here in Medellin. So far, one of the most inspiring things that I've enjoyed about this city is its history. Its history of transformation. It's super inspiring as someone who works in the area of transformation and growth to see a collective, an entire city move through that process And there's a lot there for me to take in and learn from. One of the surprising things about Medellin has been how green it is. I did hear before coming here that it was a city of eternal spring. So spring temperatures, spring-like weather year-round. But I still didn't expect it to be this green. And it's just beautiful to see the different kinds, the diversity of plant life and trees here. The downsides so far, the traffic. No big surprise here. It feels like because the city is very congested, that once you find your neighborhood, you don't really leave that neighborhood as much unless you want to deal with a lot of traffic. One thing that Medellin does have going for it is that it has this beautiful, beautiful, relatively new metro system that does help in getting around. But I still find myself opting to take an Uber to get to places, and then you deal with the traffic that is. I'm not used to it. So from a person who was not born here, the traffic is a bit much for me and is something that I'm getting used to. Now I want to share 3 takeaways from my first 6 months. The first one being all about dealing with projections. I'm doing something new to the people that I know, and it looks really different. It looks really weird. I know, I get it. And I'm very much used to it. But I did, even though I am used to it, I did find myself getting sucked in by someone else's projection on me of why they think I've decided to do this or what they think might be going on. And one of the things that I've struggled with a lot, and I'm still working on, is being okay with other people's misunderstandings of me, of my intentions and who I am. It's a hard one. It's definitely a hard one that I have been dealing with as I do something that might look really scary to other people, and getting a lot of fear being projected on me, getting a lot of scarcity being projected on me, and having to really hold some boundaries around myself about what I let in and what I don't. And some days I do well, and other days I'm not doing so well on being able to reject those different kinds of projections that are coming my way. The next one, which kind of feeds into that first one, is about reimagining my personal definition of success. And I think we're always doing this, right? If you change, your goals change, your desires change, what you want changes, your ideas of what it means to be successful or to achieve the things that you want to achieve in life will also change. And so the takeaway for me with the first 6 months was I did not take time to update that that idea of what does success look like for me. So that is something that I've been thinking about and will continue to reimagine that as I move through my journey here, because I don't think you sit down once and you have that image with you. I think it's something that you keep tweaking and working through. And my final takeaway from my first 6 months of being a digital nomad is Change can be fun. I was sharing with a friend the other day that, sometimes we get to a place and it's amazing. We love it. It has all the great things. And you think that because it's a great environment, and you're feeling good about something, that you want to hold it and keep it forever and ever. But it's okay for something to be amazing and still want to change things up and still want to move on. And so I've been thinking about that a lot, and I think sometimes in my past life, um, you know, before becoming a digital nomad, I, it was life was always about, how do you keep the good things good? How do you maintain? Um, how do you hold on to? Because it might be taken away from you. Change might come in that you're not ready for. And so there was a relationship with change that was about getting to a place of stability. And now I look forward to my next destination. I even look forward to a change in location, change in my Airbnb, um, change in environment. So change is feeling really good, really exciting right now. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Comment below, what new directions have you taken and how are they going so far? And if you have any specific questions for me about um, being a digital nomad, you can leave those below as well. And if you haven't yet, do subscribe to my mailing list, because I'll be announcing a new program soon for those of you who are in the midst of hard transits of Saturn, Uranus, Pluto, and Neptune. And the only way to hear about it first is to be subscribed to my mailing list. And I'll leave information about that below. But as always, like, subscribe, share, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.